So I got here a little late because, I had a doctor's appointment, and Josh already started, and there's smoke coming out of his Jeep. What's going on over there? What happened to your Jeep?
You broke it.
Yeah, always blame the black guy. So if you guys remember the last time we were out, Josh had a mishap or two or three, I don't remember, but in other words, he had a couple things happen to his Jeep. So we're here now to fix it. Well, anyway, I came to help him, as a good friend that I am, to help him fix his Jeep. So this is the old one. This is what happened. So if you guys did not see the last episode, I will leave a link at the end of this video so you can catch the madness that we went through. And this is going to be the new one that we're installing.
It's a little on the long side. Theoretically, it should still work. I mean, it's just an end link, right?
I think you're stuck, dude.
Yeah. I knew that was too good to be true.
So I had to lend Josh a helping hand.
Unbelievable. Go ahead, dude.
Go. What you are witnessing right here is quite the norm between me and Josh. I mean, there's never a dull moment between the two of us.
I have to put longer strokes into it than that, man.
That sounds very personal, homie. Very personal. So now we gotta just bring that down. Uh-oh.
If you can pull it out.
Go.
Get into the hole.
So we got phase one done. What's phase two, Josh?
Grease. Grease. We need lots of grease. Tiny little Zerk fitting, and then grease gun with more power.
Shouldn't have we done that first before we attached it?
Hey, we're men. We don't follow directions.
For those that don't know, what does that little part do right there?
So that is what's called a Zerk fitting. And that allows me to put my grease gun on there and actually pack the ball joint section of this sway bar end link with grease to keep it lubricated. As I've said multiple times on my channel, lubrication is 100% key with keeping the driveline and the powertrain on this vehicle lasting as long as possible. It's easy to grease fittings, especially with the proper Zerks. All you gotta do is just take the end of the grease gun, snap it right in place, squeeze the grease gun slowly so it actually fills up. You are gonna get grease spilling out of other places because there's a lot of pressure in here. But you'll notice that this boot is now getting soft and you can actually feel the grease going in. Once it gets to about the hard point, you don't want to overfill it. Just enough to keep it lubricated.
How often do you have to lubricate this thing?
That's fully dependent upon how often you actually use the Jeep off-road. Remember that the elements off-road, like dirt and sand and mud, are going to dry everything out a lot faster. So if you spend a lot of time off-road, you're going to want to grease a lot more often. However, if it's a daily driver or a mall crawler, I'd say maybe once every 20,000, 30,000 miles. If you're a hardcore off-roader, I'd do it probably after every trip.
For those that don't know what a mall crawler is, what's that?
Basically just a pavement princess, a pretty vehicle that's just used for daily driving and never taken off-road.
Why do you have to be so, bad words about it, pavement princess?
I called it a princess. How is a princess a bad word?
I just gotta show you guys this quick blooper as Josh tries to take this off.
Oh, shit.
Wow. So Josh has been having some loose noise underneath his Jeep. He had just had me go and turn the steering wheel to see if he could figure out what it is.
So loose noise doesn't really do it justice. I was getting a really bad steering wheel shake, which we all term as the death wobble. As I've said in my videos, and I'm sure everybody's looked online, death wobble usually indicates something is loose. Okay, my alignment is where it's supposed to be. So I thought that it was my tie rod on my pitman arm that was loose, but I was actually wrong. And I'll show you what's actually loose. So this is my tie rod. It's actually a heavy-duty 1-ton tie rod. But if you look right there, this nut itself is actually loose. Now, it doesn't look like the joint is actually blown. It just looks like I need to tighten this nut.
So we took the wheel off to tighten it up and solve the problem. We also fixed Josh's sway bar, so now we're ready for our next adventure. This video was a quick one, but don't worry, I plan on making a lot more. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or any suggestions for what you would like us to do next. Till next time.